Welcome back to the MK10 YouTube channel, where today we're going to do the final round of the season. We go into the last race in first in the championship, and Ferrari are going to be losing Carlos Sainz next season because he is retiring, so that means there's an open seat at Ferrari, so we could possibly move there. But before we even focus on either staying at Alpine or moving to another team, we need to get this last Grand Prix out of the way. Obviously, Brazil is a sprint race as well, so we are going to do the qualifying lap for the sprint race. But before that, please hit the like button, ring the bell to be notified whenever a new video goes live, and smash that subscribe button. And as always, I will be going mute for the qualifying lap, and I'll be back at the end of the lap. That was a very poor second sector. We pulled it back slightly in the third sector, but our second sector we definitely need to work on. We went too deep in one corner, that cost us. Obviously we can make it back up in the sprint race, but we just have to wait until the sprint race for that.
Let's review our top three today. Leclerc, Sainz,
obviously we want to be where Leclerc is. That's who we're fighting for this championship. But I will see you all for the highlights of the sprint race. And now we're back with the highlights of the sprint race. We do start 8th. There was no penalties, no grid moves. We have an okay start. We could have done better, but we stay in the same position. I could have dived down more, but the Pirates had it covered. He covered me off perfectly and able to still get a position himself. So you see here down the straight, we're sailing behind Hamilton. We're trying to line up next to him. He's able to defend against us, so it's like, fuck's sake, come on. I take an interesting line here, which allows the McLaren closer to me. But I'm able to carry a bit more speed through, keep it going. I'm trying to go around it outside Hamilton, but I don't have the speed. And here I dive down. It's a bit of a late lunge, a very late lunge, but we was able to make it work. Minimal contact, and we spend quite a lot of the race in this position, just trying to keep up with Perez and keep going. Just trying to make another position up for the race. And that basically is what happened for the whole race. Here we put in some amazing sectors. We was pulling some great first sectors. It's just the second sector and the third sector we weren't putting enough time down. Here you see we do a beautiful overtake on Perez. We're trying to do the same with Russell, but we're unable to catch up to him to make the move. So we're just going to try and get the fastest lap. And you see here, we have to defend Perez right near the end, and we're able to do it. But I'll be back with the highlights of the main race, where we do start in 6th position. Wait, before we go, we'll check the standings. You see here, Sainz does catch up to us by a point, just 1 point, but all depends on the race. All I know is I need to be at least ahead of Sainz, or I can slip just like 1 position behind him, but I can't let him win. I can't let him win the race. But we will be back with the results of the race in just 1 second for you guys. And here's the highlights of the Brazilian Grand Prix. We start in 6th. There's obviously no grid penalties. We get a very, very poor start. I can't even say it was an okay start. It was a poor start. We got overtaken, but we was able to keep it inside line. We got pushed off by Russell, so we was able to get that position back. And in doing that, we also got Hamilton. And then we do a late lunge on Perez to get up behind Norris. And to be fair, we stay behind Norris for quite a while. We get close and close, but we just didn't have the room to overtake him. He made that McLaren wide. But again, to lap 6, we closing the gap. He pulled a bit of a gap on us, but we closed it down. And using the DRS, we're able to get closer, inch closer, and just go down the inside. We had that corner, but he still decides to turn into us for some reason. It doesn't matter, we still ended up getting the position. And with that, that was the end of the race. That's all we did, really. We was able to overtake Sainz when he went into the pits. And with us overtaking Sainz and getting 2nd place, and also the fastest lap, gives us enough points to stay ahead of Sainz in the championship and become championship winners. Next question is, am I going to be taking the Ferrari seat now that Sainz is leaving? I don't know. You have to wait until next video to find out. I will see you all there, and see you all down at the range.
Well, it's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. Victory.